Hello. Happy Friday. How's everybody? Hello. Hello. Ginger Snaps is here. Ginger Snaps is here. Oh, wait 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. I gotta fix something here. Hold on 1 second, people. Uh, okay. There we go. Yeah, there we go, Ginger Snaps. She has arrived. Y'all welcome to my library. Anytime y'all need any books to read, I got plenty of books. Okay. From the Bible to the Quran to mystery to thriller to uh erotica, all kind of books. Let's go into my library right here. Y'all come on over, come to my library and read some of these books because there's so many books. I don't even know I'm gonna have time to read all these darn books. So let me say hello to a couple to the people who have showed up. Hey Demarcus, Candy, what's going on? You and this Inga Binga stuff, girl. I just let you just have it. I ain't even argue with you no more about it. You have it. Hey girl. Um oh yes, Ginger Snaps. Ginger Snaps got stuff to talk about. Ginger Snaps got her opinion. Like it or not. Ginger Snaps got her opinion. And what's up, Kendall? What's going on? Hey, how you doing? And and happy Mother's Day to anybody who I think the ladies in here are mothers, Kendall and Candy, but I'm not sure about Kendall, but happy Mother's Day anyway. To everybody. So hope everyone has a good weekend. And unfortunately, Mother's Day is not always a joyous occasion for everyone. I know it's sad for lots of people, and I truly understand that and can sympathize. Even though my mother's still around, but I can sympathize with people. So if you don't have your mom around, then my heart goes out to you, but your mother is still with you always in spirit. She's right here in the space wherever you are in the world. Your mother, if she's not here, is right there with you, rocking with you all the time. Maybe not in the physical, but always in the spirit. So you know oh, you said Kendall, no, you said no kids yet, you too scared, girl. Look, I love my son, but I understand if there some I understand if people don't want to have children. I definitely understand. It's not for everybody. It's not for the weak of heart. I mean, if you cannot financially do it, this is a different day and time than when I had my son 31 years ago. So if I was a younger person now, in this day and time, I may not have any children. It's very expensive. It's so dangerous out here. It's just a lot of things, but I would never tell nobody what to do. It, people, it's just a lot. It's a lot to have children right now. um yeah, and you say you hesitate, Kendall. If it's your time, it will happen. It'll happen, and whether you believe God or not believe God, whatever, it'll happen in God's time. It'll happen when the spirit tells, when the universe is right for you. And then sometimes things happen and just boom, there's a baby. I mean, I didn't plan my baby. It just, you know, I was doing things like Lucille, and then I ended up with a baby. So that's so things happen. But I stepped up to the plate and did the best I could under the circumstances. And you know, 31 years later, he's here and doing well now. So, but if but you talk, who's having twins? Oh no, now see, if I had the twins or the triplets and all that, I don't even know what I would do. My whole wig, I could put a wig off. My whole wig go off to the ladies who got the multiples. The twins and the triplets and all that stuff. So, hey, I understand. And yeah, it can be very scary, regardless if you have one child or more than one child. It can be very scary. And especially and then hopefully, if you have a great partner, that makes it better, but that doesn't mean it still ain't hard and tough and scary, so anyway. But I ain't gonna go down the rabbit hole on that. But just, happy Mother's Day to everybody. And if you or regardless, just take this weekend to just relax and just take it easy. I'm in the DMV, which is, DC, Maryland, Virginia area. I'm not really near Virginia, but that's what they call it. Um, close. I'm in the Maryland, DC area, and they calling for it rained all day today, and they calling for rain all weekend. This darn hair keep going in my eye, y'all. Candy, I don't know how y'all do it with this hair. Okay, that's why I keep my little short, bald blonde hair. They calling for rain all weekend, so it ain't gonna really be a great day to be, out and about, but enjoy it anyway. Put your feet up, pop some popcorn, and watch some TV. You know. But anyway, I am rambling as I always do. I am up here to talk about BMF. This is the season finale, season 3, episode 10. It's called Prime Time. And this is the season finale. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Kendall, Candy, DeMarcus, I'm ready for it to be over with. I'm done with it. I mean, I don't hate the show or nothing, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to move on. I just felt like, I don't know, I felt drained by this last episode. I was feeling drained. I was like, Lord, please just get through this last episode so we can move on. The storylines were just dragging on too long all through the season. I think that's what it was. So I it's not that I didn't enjoy the season, but I just felt like it was just certain people should have been taken out early on. Hey, Ronnie. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, ginger snaps. Boom, ginger snaps. This season was just dragging on for me, so I don't want to talk after today. I probably ain't gonna talk about this BMF no more until next season. Okay. Because I done had enough. They took too long for these storylines to move along. And so I'm ready to move on to something else. I don't have no slides, y'all. I ain't do all that. I just say I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna do my ranting and raving and just do my talking and talk my mess, and y'all can like it or don't like it. It don't even matter. It's a TV show, so this is all opinion based. Everybody got an opinion. If everybody got a behind. Everybody got an opinion. So Ginger Snap just happened to have her opinion. And so I'm just go up here. I took my notes though so that I could follow along and know what's going on. Hey, Suburban. Yeah, Team Charles in the building. Hey, Charles is still my man. Okay, Charles is my guy. And y'all, I didn't express how I felt about Charles, and so I'm with you there, with the, Suburban. So I hope you're doing good today. I hope you're behaving yourself now, okay? Don't come over here starting no mess. Like, no, you my man. you good. You good. Now, let me see. Where we start off with. Like I said, I don't have no slides, y'all. So y'all, I'm sure by now y'all done saw it. So if you didn't see it, then I'm spoiling it for you. But the episode, it opens up with young Meech and Terry, and they talking to each other. They, the young kid, they probably like little teenage kids, and Meech is telling Terry that he gonna drop out of school. So a lot of things I'm just gonna paraphrase. I'm not saying word for word for word they say, and I might throw Ginger Snaps might throw her little 2 cents in the story as if she wrote the story too. Um, he talking about he gonna drop out of school because they getting ready to get started up with the drug gang, and at that time they was working with Pat, who was played by uh Wood Harris. Sorry. I was going to say Avon, but Wood Harris. And I wish we could have seen him a little bit longer. I wish we could have seen Wood Harris a little bit longer. I think he was gone too soon. But so he just talking about how he gonna drop out of school, And from there, that's when everything just gets started. Yeah, thank you, Kendall Wood. Yeah, Wood Harris. Yeah, you knew who I was trying to say. I was going to say Avon because I'm always thinking The Wire. The Wire is on my mind all the time. Yeah, I love love The Wire. So he's a very good actor, and I wish that he had been on there a little bit longer. You say you give it you give the episode an 8, DeMarcus, or do you give the entire season an 8? So you let me know which one. Is it the episode of 8 or the entire season? I know you said episode was a solid 8, but I wonder if you meant the whole season. So which one is that? Yes, Avon Barksdale, that's my guy. Y'all see, I've been putting up a couple of shorts with the Wire. I got a couple of them, and not too many, but I'm gonna put up more. I'm always gonna keep repping the Wire. So, anywho, so from there everything starts. Then we go over to Remy and his crew, and they show up at the impound, and they pay off I guess that's the security guard. It's the security guard or the worker there, and then they end up driving away with the vans. And okay, DeMarcus, you said the whole season was an 8. Okay, okay. And Kendall said episode was a 7.5, season was an 8.3. I guess I agree with that. I agree. I think the episode was about a 7, and then I give the entire season an 8. So I'm gonna say 7 for the episode, which is just average, not bad, not great. And then the entire season, I give it an 8. Okay, because it did have some good moments. We had like episode, I think it was episode 5, when we had the little shootout, the pew 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 pew. That episode was good. It was a couple of episodes that I did like. Hello, Mr. Harris, how you doing? I know you haven't seen the episode, Andre Harris, so you better dip out unless you want to be spoiled. Spoilers don't bother me, but I know some people don't want to be spoiled. So, but I'll be glad to have you, stay here and keep listening to me, And okay, so then so they, so Remy and his crew drive off with the vans and the cars, and at the impound, meets Terry, Duffy, and Tina. Tina's that ride or die girl. She that ride or die. She a ride or die bitch. You know what I'm saying? And she's always with them, and they see Remy and the Techwood crew drive away with all the vans and the cars, and now they kind of put 2 and 2 together. They probably already figured that out, but they really put 2 and 2 together now that Remy was the snitch. He was the one that snitched to the Red Dogs, and they're gonna get back at Remy. So that's a good thing. Then we jump over to Terry. He gets a call that Hoops was in intensive care. So y'all, Kendall, I mean not Kendall, I'm sorry, Candy. I know you was worried that Hoops was gone, and you thought that I was going to have to plan a memorial service and start working on the food and everything for the service for Hoops. But it looked like I can go and put the chicken back in the refrigerator and cook that for some other time, and and not make the pound cakes because there's no memorial service. Hoops survived. So he's in intensive care. Because Sterling is the one who called Terry, and he said Henrietta, shot at him, and Terry tells Sterling that he on his way home. He's I'm on my way home, and Meech tells Terry that he needs to put Henrietta down. He said you got to put that bitch down. And I've been saying that. I've been saying that for the last few episodes. Why did they wait till the season finale to take her out? She did not add anything to the daggone show. So they should have had gotten rid of her. We could have moved the story along a while ago. Okay, let me see what y'all talking about. I had much rather had Lamar back this season and deal with Henry shenanigans. Look, Lamar is hooked on the crack, so we will never see him no more. He on the streets, so He done. But I agree with you. I would rather have anybody. Okay, they could have had anybody besides this cartoon character. Okay, they could have had any villain beside it. I would have rather had one of them Looney Tune characters, just a villain over this cartoon character that they got here. I mean, this was just ridiculous. So, said Meech was too calm when he saw them vans. Well, I guess he learned not to just react. Like sometimes I guess it's good to like he's a thinker, so maybe he doesn't react. Maybe that's why Candy he does that. He gets pissed, but he maybe said, "No, I got to think this out." And he's trying to be 10, 20 steps ahead of everybody else. So he does think things out. He doesn't just react and be stupid. Um, because you see when they do that, he's not like Remy and them. They just react. You know how Glock did. They just react. So I ain't have a problem with that. I was so glad that Hoops was alive. I perked right up and started clapping when they showed. Yes, me too. Me too. I know. Yeah, we definitely need a break this weekend. No repass dinners. I mean, I'm telling you, because I went out and did all this grocery shopping, thinking that I was going to have to do a repass for a certain person, and we'll get to that person. You know, we'll jump ahead to we'll get to that person. And now I got all this food. Now I get to it. I get to it. Um. Oh, okay, great. Now my mouse ain't trying to work. Oh, wait a minute. Here you go. Okay. Hey, Monique. Monique, I want to apologize. I'm sorry I missed your messages. Girl, it's been stuff going on in my life. I did not mean to ignore you. I saw you reached out twice to me this week. I definitely apologize. I meant to text you back, and the messages I think got buried in with some other messages. So it's just been stuff going on. So my apologies. Um, I definitely don't like to ignore nobody. Even if I couldn't come on to your platform, I definitely should have responded back. But it's been some stuff going on. Okay, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But life be lifing. Okay, so that's how that go. And hey, Tamika, how you doing? Hope everything is going okay with you. Um, Oh, you was getting work. Oh, thank you. I'm telling you, I appreciate that. Yeah, because I haven't been live or anything none this week. Really, I mean, well, I been on live with Moochie this week, but I ain't really. It's just been stuff going on. Yeah, life be life. Yeah. So anyway, let me get back to that. So okay, so they know that Remy is the one who snitched. Terry gets the call about hoops. Okay, I talked about that. Terry he gets home ASAP. I mean, these people must be on a lead jet because they get home. He say, "I'll be right there. I'll be home in a second." Then he in Atlanta, and then the next scene he right in Detroit. I know it's TV, but it's just funny to me. It's almost like some I Dream of Genie. Like he just blinked like, and he disappeared in the next. uh, so Terry gets home ASAP. He sees Hoop in the hospital, and he's recuperating and trying to get better. So we are so glad, about that. We're so glad about that. So then Jen, she goes to see Kobe's dad. Okay, so now we finally, after all these seasons, 10 seasons, we finally see Kobe's dad. Um, and what is it, Amerson or something like that? Councilman Amerson, I think that's what I didn't write his name down, but DeMarcus knows. I think I'm right. He said that things were complicated between them, and that he wants her killer brought to justice. And Jen was telling the dad that how she cares so much about Kobe, and I'm thinking, lady, you only knew the lady for like 2 weeks. How you was caring about her so much? But I know it's TV. Um, Jen also said that she has been working, off the books, working undercover. Because she explained to Councilman Amerson that she was suspended. She cannot make any arrests legally. But she cannot trust anybody in the department because she know everybody in the department is dirty. And she's asking Kobe's dad for help. Kobe's dad asks for a name, and she tells him, "Do you know the Andreas family?" And why did she tell him that? But she didn't know that the man is dirty too. Oh wait a minute, this thing light is so bright. She didn't. She don't know that the man is dirty too. So that's gonna, we'll get. I had a feeling though. I had a feeling something told me that this man might be dirty. I don't know why. I don't know why, but um I mean, what y'all think about Kobe's dad? Now after 10 seasons, now we finally meet him. What y'all think about him? I mean, yeah, you said you knew he was there. Yeah, I figured he was. I mean, I didn't think he was on the up and up, Kendall, you know. And I mean, I guess we waited all this time to see him. I guess we don't know no much about him, but we know he probably there. Maybe that's why Kobe didn't fool with him too. That might be why she did not fool with her father. Um, said so. Next, then we have Henrietta. I don't have much on this. I'm just, like I gotta say, I just jotted down notes as I was watching the episode. Um, with Henrietta, she's shaving her hair, and I wrote this is my notes. This was Ginger Snap's notes. I don't care nothing about her. I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel nothing for her. I mean, so I don't really care. I ain't got much to say about Henrietta shaving her hair. So shave on. I mean, all that crying and carrying on. I didn't feel sorry for her. She brought all these things on herself too. Then Charles, he Charles and Lucille. Y'all, this is one reason why I'm tired of talking about this particular season. I'm glad it's over because I am tired of the Charles and Lucille conversation. I think everybody in the whole entire universe have drugged this story up and down the road, through the dirt, through the mud, through the rain, through the snow, through the everything. I think we done with the Charles and Lucille back and forth. I'm tired of the episode. I'm glad it's over with. Let Charles move on, live his life, and get the hell on away. But they both signed the divorce papers. Lucille signed it first, and Charles. And but I feel that Lucille will soon regret. Wish he did. Nikki sitting on the steps. She's hurt about it and she crying. Um, I mean, Lucille, she thinks the grass is green on the other side, but she will see. And so in due time, she will see. And she I feel bad for Nikki because I know as a child, when your parents are going through something and they're busting up, and even though as a child you know that they're arguing and fighting and not getting along, um for whatever the reasons, you still want your family together. You still want that structure. I still wanted my family to look like the Evans family off Good Times because I grew up on Good Times. I wanted my family to look like the Huxtables from the Cosby Show. And then when it fell apart and it wasn't that no more, and I was a teenager, um, I probably was about Nikki's age, in that high school age, yeah, 14, 15. And when it happened to me, so I understand how she feels. So she's the only person really I feel sorry for as far as the parents busting up, you know. She didn't want this, even though she knows that both made mistakes. It ain't just Charles made mistakes. Lucille made plenty of mistakes, and Nikki knows it. Okay, Nikki knows it. And but regardless, as a child, you don't want your parents to bust up. You hoping that they can make it work if they can. Um, yeah, you say you sick of it too? Yeah, I am tired of it. Yeah. What I don't want is for the next season. Well, it shouldn't be no reason for us to be talking about their relationship. They're divorced now. But I just think we should see less of Charles and Lucille. And if we're gonna see them, definitely separate. Like I just don't need to see a whole lot of them next season. Let's just focus more on the BMF and the crew and what they doing. And we can see like we can see a little bit here and there, but we don't need to see the whole storylines. Don't need to be on there. I don't care who Lucille dating and all that. I don't even care. So but she'll see that the grass ain't always greener. She gonna see real soon. And so then Meech, he was talking to Angel. He back, back in the ATL. They flip flop back and forth. He in the ATL, and Angel, he talking to Angel about how ATL is now his home. And I didn't write down everything, but I vaguely remember, because she said, "Well, why don't we just pack up and get out of here?" And he's like, "No, I left everybody back in the D to come here, and now this is gonna be my home base, and um, and I'm gonna make this work." You know what I'm saying? And so that's that. It wasn't really a whole lot to that. You said I was sad with Nikki because I think I would. Yeah. I mean, yeah, when my parents busted up when I was about, mm, I guess 14, something like that. I was about Nikki's age. That's why I really can relate to her. I really can relate to her more than anybody. So it does hurt. And but then as I become an adult, I understand why they needed to, be apart from each other. And but you don't think about that when you're a kid. You want your family to look like you see families on TV. And back then we had, families, black families together on TV back then. So that's what I wanted. But it is what it is. It was what it was. Um. So back in the day, uh, Terry is at his diner, his little restaurant, and he's talking to the Chaldeans, saying that he needs them to tell Henrietta that they want to do business again because he has a plan. He wants to try to set her up. And then they said, "Look, we don't want to get in the middle of what I got going on. We don't want to have nothing to do with it." Blah blah blah. And he said, if they, and he said, but Terry told him, said, "Look, y'all, if y'all don't do it, I'm gonna cut y'all off too." And that was that. It wasn't really no dialogue with that. They walk out, and then not even a second later, Charles walks into the diner. And he tells Terry that him and Lucille, they filed for the divorce or signed the papers for divorce. And he said he don't have nowhere to go. And I said, poor Charles. And the reason why I say poor Charles is because, I mean, yes, he did try to patch things up. He probably feels a little lost. And regardless, I know he screwed up. I agree with everybody who said that. I'm on the same page with everybody who said that. But he did try to make things work. And his sons are grown. They don't need him. They in a different. He knows what they do, and he don't get involved with that. And you know, I mean, he has Nikki, but that can't keep him around. So he has to go follow his dreams. And so um I'm happy for Charles that he's gonna go follow his dreams and do what he need to do. Um hopefully that if we see anything about Charles next season, we're seeing him maybe on tour, seeing him or coming back from tour, and life had turned around. I hope that he actually goes down to Atlanta and stay down there with Meech. Maybe go down there. And I don't think it's nothing for him in Detroit anymore. I don't think it's nothing for Charles in Detroit. Um, I think all that is just broken. So he needs to just move to another city. That's what I think. Um, so then Jen, we move over to Jen. She's at Henrietta's place with her blonde wig on. Okay. Um, she had her blonde wig, and she making drinks and talking to Henrietta, talking about just, oh yeah, because you in charge and you the boss and you this and that. No, they're just talking, trying to, the whole time the wire is still there in the cane, and she getting all this information on the wire. So him and Brian is out there listening in the car. And Henrietta gets a call. And it's her dad, Blaze. And Blaze is pissed. He informs Henrietta that the cop that she took out, her partner is Veronica Jen. And she starts, in her head starts putting two and two together. Hey, one journey. Hey, one journey. How you doing? Um, is a minute. Hold on a second. Kendall says, I believe he went to ATL with Meech. Yeah, I think so. I think after he come because the tour only 6 weeks, so that's like a month in a couple, a month and 2 weeks. So I think after he finishes that tour, um, he's going to probably stay down there in maybe in the South, and make his life down there. It's nothing for him in Detroit, I mean, other than Nikki, but it's otherwise there's nothing for him there. And who wants to go back to that funky job he had at GM? So he ain't go, why go back there? Hey Nita, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Y'all give Nita a shout out. It's her birthday. Yay. Yay. I ain't gonna sing too much of the song. One, I can't sing, and two, I don't want to be paying for the song. They be trying, get you about sick, having these songs. But happy birthday, Nita. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you have a great weekend, even though they're calling for, bad weather in the area. And happy early Mother's Day. You know. Um, yeah, get some good food, get some good dessert, have a nice drink, you know, just enjoy it, Hey Moochie, hey girl, I'm glad you stopped through. I know you had a day, but I'm glad to see you. I'm glad you stopped through today. Um, yeah, y'all give Anita some shout outs. Um, in here for her birthday. Oh, she just left the restaurant. Girl, you be turning me on to some restaurants that I gotta still check out. I got a little list of restaurants that I gotta check out because I watch your things when you be going around and you doing a little TikTok things or IG thing posts or something for the restaurant. So yeah, I got when I check out a few I will let you know um what I think about them. Um yeah, y'all keep on shouting Anita out for her birthday. And she need to celebrate your birthday all month longer, all month. Okay. Um, let's see where I leave off at. Okay, they signed a divorce. Oh no, I'm past that. Well, I don't I'm way past that. And then I done got sidetracked. Okay, so she finds out that that Jen is a cop. Henrietta finds out Jen is a cop. So, I wrote in my notes, Jen is busted. Okay. Jen is busted. And Blaze had said on the phone, I forgot to say this. Blaze said on the phone, because of your poor judgment, the entire organization is at risk. Okay. He was pissed. And he had a right to be pissed. Um, and Kobe's dad, that's when we know he was dirty. He's the mole. He done went and snitched. That's why he said, "Oh, give me a name." Soon as Jen, Detective Jen left the Councilman Alberman or Oberman or whatever his name is, office, he he probably got right on the phone and told Blaze everything. And so the jig is up. Brian is yeah, and if y'all got Nita's cash app, send her a little dollar or two. You know what I'm saying? To help, everybody like a little bit of birthday love now. Send her a dollar or two in their cash app, or the next time she go live, send her a little super chat. Any little bit helps everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because she be putting out great content, and so y'all help her out. Um, so Brian is listening to the wire in the car. He hear everything's going on. Henrietta, she grabs Jen by her throat and she was choking the life out of her. Thank you, Demarc. I thought I was saying, I couldn't remember I was saying his name right. Amerson. I was saying Alberson or some other stuff. Yeah, Amerson. But he grabs her by her throat and was choking the life out of her, like, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh my God, she's gone. And then I said, Candy, I'm gonna have to get the memorial service together at the Chinese restaurant. I said, so um, but no, Jen survives. She karate chops her in the throat. Pow, 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 chop, 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 chop. She was doing a little Bruce Lee move, and she chopped her in the throat. And Henrietta started shooting. Pew, 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 pew. Brian comes in to save the day. He rescued. He pulled out his pow pow, and and he started shooting. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, you ain't. Yeah. Oh, you said, girl, why you don't be trying to be up in here unless you want to be spoiled, but you know, but that's okay. I don't spoilers don't bother me. Y'all, cause sometimes I be on y'all pages when y'all be talking about stuff. I listen and I still go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? So spoilers don't bother me. But I appreciate you being here. Yeah. Um, yeah. So Brian pulls out his little piece. He come to the rescue and he go pew 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 pew. Henrietta gets shot in her leg. Jen and Bryant, they get away. Um, so they didn't get hurt. He said, "Look, did you tell the councilman about everything on about the wire and all that?" And she said, "No." She said, "Good." He said, "Good." And that way, we still have some leverage. Um, he said we still have some leverage. So, um, that's that. And so they, we gonna know. We're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. Then we jump over to Lucille. Lucille. Yes, I thought that Jen was gonna be a goner. Girl, I've been saying that I'm gonna have to do the memorial service at the Chinese restaurant with her father, because the father would be too distraught. So I just knew that we would be having a memorial service at the restaurant, I thought I was gonna have to pull out the wok and start cooking up some food and serving all of y'all, because I just thought it was gonna be over for her. But she got away. She had some moves. She started doing a little karate chop, little Bruce Lee moves, and she was doing her thing. She got up out of there fast. She got up out of there real fast. Um, yes. I said Lucille played herself once again. That's why I wrote in my look, y'all. I got a little notebook. Oh, y'all can't see it because of the green. I got this little notebook and I just write little notes, and I don't write the whole dialogue, but I just write little bullet points to remind me of what's going on. And I wrote Lucille, stupid, stupid, stupid. Yes, she definitely played herself. Oh yes, girl, I was gonna make some stir fry. Okay, the egg foo young, the kung pao chicken, the egg, the shrimp fry. I was gonna make the whole all of it. Okay, but we ain't getting it because she's still around. But yeah, she played herself. She goes to see. So I didn't know her and Charles signed divorce papers. So she goes to see Dr. Maurice in the hotel once again. Like, she don't know where this man lives. She don't know nothing about this man. Don't ask. She never asks no daggone questions. All she cares about is smashing. Don't ask no type of questions. I'm not saying she gave up her marriage, because the marriage was falling apart, and I get that. But before you jump into another thing, like, she didn't even date this man. Like, she was just getting, she was in a dream. Like, she was in a fairy tale. Like, that's the way I see it. She was just in a fairy tale. She thinking that the grass was green on the other side, that this man was going to whisk her off her feet. They was going to live probably happy ever after, probably a big old house. She was going to be a doctor's wife. Her and Nikki living all good. Her mind was somewhere else, and she did not have her brain in reality. She was in a Disney World place or somewhere. Um so she go in the hotel, and she goes and she gives up the coochie. Okay, she done gone and gave up the coochie, because she been wanting to do it, but she thought that she was gonna that it'll be better if I once I get my divorce, and then everything would be great. Now, of course, I've been saying, and I'm sure everybody's been saying this. So I'm not saying I'm the only one. I know I'm not the first one. Everybody across the whole YouTube community been saying that this man is something about this man. We cannot put our finger on it. It's something about this dude that just didn't sit right with us. We knew that it was something wrong. You know, I figured that he was married. He had 5 or 6 kids. He was just something. Or he could have been abusive. I didn't know what it was, but I figured it was something. Okay, let me see what one Journey talking about. Everything the doctor did was public. She was calling him a cheater, and she was a cheater. Still married and kissing her. I mean, listen, she was just as wrong as look. Everybody in this, everybody. Charles was wrong. Lucille was wrong. Um, and definitely Dr. Maurice was wrong. Everybody, all these adults are wrong. I'm gonna tell you, Nikki the only one that seemed like she got sense. And like I said I wrote it in my notes, just like I suspected. You still didn't know. I said she ain't know shit about this man. Not a damn thing. She ain't know shit about this man. Um, I hate to say she got what she deserved, because I ain't gonna say nobody deserved to be treated this way, but I ain't feeling sorry for her. I'm sorry, y'all. And I know y'all women, some of them y'all get mad with me because I be, but I just think it was, I don't know. I ain't gonna say she deserved to be treated bad, but she just was making all kind of mistakes. Hey, this is just my opinion, y'all. I'm gonna say moving on. This is just my opinion. I've been kind of done with her. She got on Lucille had gotten on my last nerve. Charles made a funky mistake. He was wrong. Okay. I don't we ain't got to keep dragging that and throwing that into the fire. He know he made a mistake. Most of these dudes don't even realize, won't even not realize, they won't even admit they made a mistake, and they'll keep on doing the same thing over and over and over. He knew he was effing up, and he was trying to make things right, but it turns out that she was done with the marriage long before Charles even cheated. Okay, she was already done with this marriage. Okay, wait a minute, let me see what people saying. Um, I've been Team Charles from day one, and always said that the doctor was going to do her. And yeah, me too. Suburban. This one, me and you been on the same page. You and I have had conversations behind the scenes. You and I been on the same page. Okay. Even when people beat us up about it, you and I been on the same page about this. We knew that this was not going to go right, and it was too good to be true. Um, yeah, especially since he didn't care that she was married. He didn't care, you know. Because so what type of the person is it? Hold on one second, y'all. I gotta read this message. Mhm. Sorry, y'all. Okay, sorry. That's a little a work text I had to deal with. Yeah, I mean, we knew it. We knew it too, Kendall. I mean, I think everybody might have been on the same page with this, but I just wish that Lucille was just smart and she just wasn't, you know, you first of all, you ain't even in one situation. You going and jumping right into it. It's like you jump out the frying pan into a to a damn a burning fire. Oh yeah, you just go from one thing to the next thing. She ain't even had a chance to. She ain't even had a chance to let her coochie breathe from her husband before she giving the coochie to the next man. I mean, I ain't judging nobody because look, I'm a son. I done made mistakes. I done did things, and I'm sure everybody in here done did something. You know, and if you're perfect, then God bless you. I know I'm not. I have made mistakes. But I just, and then the thing what kills me is that when she be trying to use this religion stuff, that's a whole nother conversation. But that religion thing gets on my nerve is when people be trying to act like they better than somebody else because they go to church and stuff. And that is, so she made a lot of mistakes. Um, said no one is clean hands without sin. Yeah, right, right. Um, and I guess yeah, and Demarcus, yeah, it is an affair too because has an fiance. Now, I ain't even get to that part, but wait a minute. Let me just move on to this. Sharp, Meech and Sharp get together. Meech tells Sharp they were at the little spot, and he was, taking care of all the people at the little spot. I don't even know where they was at, but Meech tells Sharp um, that yeah, you might have my vans, but y'all can't get in them. Sharp tells Meech that he wants to get down with BMF. So I just want to get that little piece because I didn't want to forget it. So then we back to Lucille. Lucille then gave up the coochie, and then Maurice he rolling over and tell Lucille that he have a fiance for the past 2 years. So then back to DeMarcus' question, yes, that is an affair because he that's an affair because he's committed to somebody too. He not married to the person, but he committed to somebody. And so then that lady, whoever that person is, sitting around thinking that they got a good thing going. And he out here and I bet you Lucille ain't the only one he probably sleeping with, you know. So um he probably the only one he's sleeping with. So he's trash too. I ain't got no love for Dr. Maurice. I ain't never liked it. I know some of the women was like, "Ooh, he's so fine," and he this and that, and she get with the doctor, but like, no, forget this dude. Mm-mm. Um, Now I know Candy ain't still got her daggone Christmas tree up. Y'all be talking about me keep my tree up long because I keep my tree up probably until like usually February, and I didn't take mine down until Valentine's Day this year. Um, so I know Candy, if you still got that tree up, girl, you toss that thing out the window. Okay, take the tree down. Um, yeah, please, y'all like the video, please. Where my little thing in here? Um, where my little band at? Yeah, do all the things, y'all. Subscribe, like, share. Subscribe, like, and share. I sure appreciate it. I'm getting close to almost 200 subscribers. So I appreciate if y'all, if y'all could share the video. Maybe somebody new who hasn't subscribed or heard about me. You know, I'm trying to put stuff out as much as I can. Anyway, where we at here? Oh, that's what he called. Oh, that's what he calls you. I thought you was still having your daggone Christmas tree up. I'm like, girl, toss that thing out in the backyard somewhere. um, let me see. Lucille told each other that. Wait a minute, Dr. Maurice said told each other they love each other. Yeah, because there's a difference between just going out screwing somebody. That's still wrong. I agree. I hope y'all can hear me because I was backing away from the mic. It's still wrong, right? But what she did was, I think an emotional affair is worse because you could go out here and bang somebody one time, maybe two times, and it don't mean anything. You just getting your rocks off. But when you have an emotional affair, you start your heart is involved. It's your brain, it's your heart, it's your feelings. You get attached. She was remember she was remember them I forgot how many episodes ago it was. DeMarcus, when she was laying in bed thinking about this man, touching herself in the bed thinking about this man, she was already emotionally attached to this man. So I definitely think emotional cheating is far worse because it's hard to shake that. You know, it's hard, and that's why Charles didn't have no chance. Even if Charles came with a whole brand new house, cars, mink coats, and everything, he could have came with the whole thing. If she is checked out of Charles and checked out of that marriage, she wasn't gonna get back with Charles anyway. You know. Yeah, and that man just, if I agreed to make it, that man did not love her. She was in love with him. Oh, should I turn my mic off? She was in love with him, Tamika. He did not love her. And we all knew that. I mean, we all knew that he was not in love with her. He was he just said whatever he needed to do to get them panty draws. And once he got it, I mean, he was done with it. Lucille said she had checked out of the marriage before he that Charles had even cheated with the neighbor. Okay, she said the marriage was already done. Okay, and it said oh, okay. I'm just reading my own. Like, I can't even read my own handwriting, y'all. Um, he knew because I just scribbled this. And oh yeah, this is me talking to myself, I guess. So I said he knew that he was not going to be with her, just like what Tamika just said. This was all a ploy, y'all. This was a ploy. He wanted to wine and dine her, take her to the nice steak restaurants, have a little baked salmon, have the little music playing, have all this flowers and all this stuff, just so he can get the coochie. And then he was going to just make her a side piece because remember now they ain't seen each other since they was 18 years old, and now they probably in their 40s, mid 40s, could be close to damn 50. You know, at least I just see, I say at least mid 40s. And he probably didn't get a chance to hit them draws when they was in high school. Then Charles swooped in and grabbed her up. She got married, had 3 kids, and moved out of Cleveland and came to Detroit. And so when he saw her, he was like, "Oh man, I always wanted to get with her, and I'm gonna see if I can get with her." I believe this whole thing was a plan. Okay, it was a plot. And yeah, he played her Candy, and she played herself. She played herself too. She brought this on herself. Um, she didn't ask no daggone questions. Where you live? You know what's going on? She didn't ask nothing. She just seen he was whining, dining, and was making her feel good. And I get that as a woman, somebody making you feel good, taking you away from your problems. You know, when she go home, she got to see Charles. She got to deal with the walls messed up. She got to deal with maybe Nicole talking slick in the mouth. Terry and Meech is running drugs. I mean, she probably, and maybe bills piling up. Still working at Wendy's. I can understand. I probably see that she was, this was like an escape, but she didn't ask no daggone questions about why you in Detroit. Let's go to your place. Where you live? What's your people? Where you? She didn't ask nothing. He came to. Yes, I think he did come to Detroit just to see her. That's what I think. That's what I believe. And he said, "Look, I just want to be honest with you. This is I didn't even write it down, so I'm paraphrasing. Y'all can tell me if I'm right or wrong on this." He said, I what did he tell her? Before I just want to be honest with you. So before we go further, I just want to tell you I got a fiance and we've been together for about 2 years. So he thought that maybe, okay, she was gonna be like, okay, you got a fiance, whatever, whatever. We could still mess around. He thought that she was gonna be the side piece. And all along, really, she was a side piece. She just didn't. She just didn't. Well, because she was also doing other stuff with him. She didn't go all the way, but she still had her legs open in that car and was getting that, that coochie rubbed up on. She was kissing. He was rubbing up on them titties. He was doing all this other stuff. So, I mean, so she still was wrong. Um, yeah, Candy, I know you was screaming at your TV. I knew you was screaming. Where Candy at? Oh, right here. I knew you was screaming at your TV. Um, and then okay, so after he got the boo, um, yeah, he was like, I don't want to hear nothing about. I wouldn't even want to hear nothing from him after he would have told me that. There's nothing. I mean, she did the right thing by getting up out of there. It was nothing to talk about. It's no conversation. So let's move this along. Sharp is now working with Meech. Um, Remy's dude Froggy. I ain't even know there was somebody named Froggy, but the guy here named Froggy, he told Remy that, Sharp is, I guess, going behind his back. And Remy and the guy show up at the meetup place, the little warehouse where the cars were, the vans were, and the shootout happened. And they was just pew 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 pew, everybody shooting at each other. They ran over some dude. I mean, the dude went tumbling under the car. I wished I had been Remy, but they ran over some guy, and the guys got away. So I mean, the BMF got away. Okay, now we jump back to the deed. Terry is waiting for the Chaldeans at the spot where Henrietta is supposed to get together with them. So the plan was to try to take her out, but she never showed up. They don't know what had happened at that point. They don't know about the everything that went down. Um, and then here and then they back at the house, right? Lucille came down the steps like her walk of shame. She coming and she said, "Hey, how you doing?" Charles is fixing the walls before he leaves. He said he didn't want, because that was that hole in the wall when he punched when him and Terry was getting into it, and he punched a hole in the wall. So he didn't want to leave the walls all messed up. He still needed to paint because that kitchen was all messed up. He still needed to paint, but I don't know why Terry got money. Why he don't hire a damn painting company to come in there and paint his mother's house? I mean, come on, now how my son gonna be selling the cocoa and my house still raggedy? That should not happen. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, Kendall. They was at that warehouse. They was pew 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 pew. Pew. They was going at it, and of course, nobody on BMF can freaking shoot. They maybe shoot just like with Henry and Bryant. They shooting at each other, and nobody get, well, Henrietta got hit in the leg, but nobody getting taken out. There's so many, all that bullets flying, pew 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 pew, and nobody gets hit. So, um, I just laugh at my own self because just the little notes I be writing. I said Charles was fixing the walls before he leave, and I said this is a note to myself. Lucille already had her walls fixed, and now she regretting it. Yeah, see, she had her walls worked on already, but now she feeling bad. That's why she had that little walk of shame coming down them steps. And and here she gonna tell Charles, me and Maurice, we not gonna work out. He's not what I thought he was. He's not who I thought he was. No, he's not who you thought he was because you ain't even checked. You ain't checked nothing about him. You didn't look. And first of all, she from Cleveland. Her mom and her family members still live in Cleveland. Why wouldn't y'all have somebody check and just check? Why wouldn't you think to check about? I don't know. I guess we might be taking it too serious, y'all. We know it's TV. We know it's fake. Because in the real life story, which Candy and I were talking about that in the Detroit and them chat last night or early this morning, I should say. I don't like the fact that they even wrote the storyline, Kendall and Candy, that the daddy was cheating, because I didn't like that they make this black man cheat when in real life she said out her mouth, the mama said it on the documentary, and I seen on social media on her. I followed the mama on the IG page, and she said that the father did not cheat. They broke up for finances, and just I think it was just over a period of time, people just fall apart from each other. Now you've been married 20, 30 years. Sometimes it's all cute when you're young, and after a while you grow apart. That is understandable. That happens to a lot of marriages every single day, and that's relatable to a lot of us women who are married, have been married, or in long-term relationships, all of that, and got children. We can understand that, and we can understand finances. I don't really go up here telling all y'all my damn business, because it ain't for y'all to know my damn business. I'm supposed to know these characters' business. But this ain't no big secret. And I think I done said this. I have been married. Me and my husband didn't break up and divorce because it's because of stuff like it was mostly a lot of it was finances. We were young and dumb and stupid, and we shouldn't have never got married, and it just wasn't ready. And over a period of time, we just fell out with each other. We just fell apart. So that and that stuff happened. They could have told that story, and they did not need to tell that the man had cheated. And you know what I'm saying? Now, here we're going trying to show another black man cheating, and then everybody in the whole universe is calling Charles trash and he this and he that. And I'm like, I didn't like that. I ain't like that. I mean, the man is deceased. Maybe that's why they was able to do it, or maybe that's why they wanted to do it. The man cannot speak for himself. He was deceased, or he is deceased. You know, rest in peace to the real Charles. And but I wish they just had told a story about them falling apart, falling away, you know, pulling apart from each other. We fighting over money, blase blase, whatever it is, and then they not about somebody cheating. So yeah, I mean, it is. It's they, you know, like yeah. What you say? You know, they always like to put negative images out there. Black fam. Yes, that's the only thing. That's my a one pet peeve I have about the writers. Um, maybe the mama, the real life Lucille, maybe she wanted that in there. I'm sure they, you know, they had to go talk to her. They had to talk to everybody about their stories. I'm sure they talked to Big Meech in prison. I'm sure they talked to Terry, you know, Southwest T, because he's out and about. And then I'm sure they talked to Miss Lucille. You know, so I'm sure they had to talk to them. And so maybe she wanted that. Um, you know, maybe she wanted that. I don't know, but I wish they hadn't, because they tried to make Charles look bad, and then but really ultimately Lucille want to look bad. I wouldn't want to be looked at as a cheat on, especially if and then having a real like that. Thank you, Candy. See, now, girl, we on the same page. I know we don't be on the same page on some stuff, but now we on the same page. Ah, okay, so Lucille, to me, she was just talking some BS to me. I don't know. She really pissed me. She been pissing me off for the last few episodes. So it's not just this episode. I'm just not dragging her the way I was in the earlier episodes, because I'm tired. I'm getting exhausted with her. So you know, she just all over the place. Hopefully by season 4 she get it together. But she was talking some BS about the only man I need is my heavenly father. Well, so you didn't need your heavenly father when you was at the restaurants and you finger popping in the car, and you going up into, and you in the doctor's office, and y'all damn near about to smash on the sofa on the couch in his office. Um, you know, you done brought the man into the house to help deliver Lewanda's baby, and I mean, you was doing all these different things. So where was your heavenly father then? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people, the church people, I ain't trying, you know, I ain't trying to drag nobody in the church. I'm just saying they the worst they are the biggest hypocrites. Man, they're the biggest hypocrites. Um, and I just, you know, I wrote in my little notebook, I wrote Charles is still a good man. Because, and the reason why I said that, yes, he screwed up, but he is trying to fix things. And I said he's still a good man, because even with all this going on, Charles said he will always respect her as the mother of his children, of his kids, which I agree. That's He's supposed to do that. And any man that don't respect the mother of their children, you don't have to like the mother. You don't have to get down with the mother. You could actually hate her guts, but to disrespect the mother of your kids, that is not right. Okay, just don't fool with her. You know, that's a way of showing respect. You ain't got to deal with her. But don't trash her. And I think she's still a good mother. So I mean, even though she was focused more on this man than she was Nikki, he was actually spending more time with Nikki. But you know, and I talked about that on that episode. But he said he would always be there for him, and they hug and say they'd be friends, and that's the way it is. That's the way I like it. So, um, you know, that's the way I like. I'm glad, you know, because one thing I don't like, people who fight and argue. You know what I'm saying? And now if there had been a DV situation and they throwing hands on each other whether she throw hands on him and he throw hands on her, I wouldn't have been. I'd be like, nah, y'all get away from each other. I wouldn't even have wanted Charles to work it out if it was that type of situation. But because it wasn't that, that's why I wanted it to try to work out. You know, They had a lot of miscommunications. I'm going too long into this Charles thing. Let me move the story along. The Charles and Lucille thing. So I'm saying this, it could be a whole hour segment just talking about them, because we all deal with relationships, whether we got boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives, whatever the case may be. I mean, so anyway, Charles, no, Charles. Let me get off of them. Let me get my thoughts back together. Um, Blaze and Uncle Rufus. Um, no, Henrietta and Uncle Rufus. They there with Blaze, or Blaze shows up with Henrietta and Uncle Rufus. And like I said earlier, Blaze is pissed. He's saying he's saying that Henrietta is a disappointment, and she been a disappointment ever since she was born. She's brought nothing but death and disappointment to him. Okay, what y'all feel about that? Did y'all think he went too far? Did y'all think that the father went too far with saying that? Yeah, that's where you and I on the same page. You don't disrespect the mother of your or the children, Candy. You know what I'm saying? But did y'all think he went too far though? Telling her that she's a big disappointment and she been that way ever since she died. I mean, ever since, oh Lord, geez, ever since she was born. That she's brought nothing but disappointment. He's brought nothing but death. Her cousins died, her mama died. She brought nothing but death and disappointment to him. Yeah, and I knew he was a goner too. And this is another thing. I know everybody has said, I heard Booby Trap said early this morning. I've heard Monique Nicole say it. I've heard Moochie say it. I've quite a few people. Brillo. I mean, multiple people. I think Miss K. So this is like a unanimous. So it's not one or two people. I mean, I'm talking about more than 10 people has said they hate these storylines when the kids are taking out the parent. You know, that's why everybody hated Tyreek for a long time. Everybody seemed to love Tyreek, but for a long time, everybody hated his tail because he took out Ghost. I don't think Ghost is taken out nowhere. I think Ghost is in hiding. That's my personal opinion. But that's another show. And I can't wait for that show to return. But yeah, we've seen this storyline a couple of times. Even the other way around. We saw Kanan, older Kanan, 50 Cent, take out Sean. So I know a lot of people say they hate that storyline of the parent or the child taking out each other. But unfortunately, we knew it was going to happen. I said either he was going to take her out or she was going to take him out. But I knew likely it probably would be the other way around. She would be taking him out. You know, yeah, those are some ugly words to say. You know, even though I'm going to tell you, Candy, those are ugly. In real life, those are some ugly words to say. I would never say that to my son. I don't care how angry I am with him. I don't care how pissed I am with him. I don't care what he do. Even if I'm not gonna fool with him, I'm like, because I'm so mad and angry with him. I would never tell him that he was a big disappointment, because you don't know how that affect somebody, and all kinds of stuff like that. But in this case, because I cannot stand this character, she's my number one person on this show that I can't stand more than anybody. I'm glad he said it. I didn't feel sorry for Henrietta. I never have felt sorry for Henrietta when she's had any losses this whole season. I don't feel nothing for her. I'm like the Grinch. You know, the Grinch that stole Christmas, and how he have no heart for the people. I ain't got no heart. So I'm a Grinch when it comes to Henrietta. That's how I am. She goes in and pulls out the little hammer, and she takes her dad down. And before she does that, he says she's a disappointment, and when she pulls out the piece, and he says, "See, that's why I never want you in the game. Women are so emotional." And then she goes, "Pew pew 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 pew. Rest in peace." You know, but Candy, you can do the funeral for Blaze if you want to. He was dirty, so I'm not doing no funeral for him. He can get cremated, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I'm not doing a funeral for him. Um, Oh, wait a minute. Who said about the overkill? Let me say, I never liked the child parent unaliving each of them storm. Yeah. It is overkill at this point. That was hurtful to say to a child, regardless of what she's done. He's part of the blame for. Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna get Kendall round of applause. He is part of the problem, but I still say I ain't mad. I ain't I don't care nothing about her. Like I don't even have no fee. I wasn't like, oh no, I wasn't clutching my pearls. I wasn't in no fetal position, upset and crying. Had it been somebody else, yes, but not her. Nah, she's been a pure asshole, pain in the ass. She been all the words. Some other words that I don't want to say on here because I don't want to get in trouble. But she been all the words. Yeah, I don't feel nothing for her. But in real life, Kendall, no, that is an extremely hurtful thing to say to your child. Even if you are disappointed and upset and mad at your child, you don't say that because later on you cannot ever fix that. It's just hard to fix that I- when and you, even if you say sorry, that child's gonna always remember that. But in this case, F her. I don't care. I wish he had taken her out. That's what I was hoping, but I knew it wasn't gonna go that way. Um, let me see. So Henrietta and Uncle Rufus, they oh I did miss the part where I didn't talk about the part where she said, my name is Henry, call me Henry, and he kept calling her Henrietta. You notice, y'all, I've been keep calling her Henrietta the whole time. Forget her. I don't care nothing about her. I don't care nothing about her feeling. She's the worst character in the history of these villains. The Uncle Henrietta and Uncle Rufus, they was up there trying to roll his body up, and I guess so they could dump the body. And but before that happened, they get arrested. The cops done bust in because Jen and Brian heard the whole thing on the wire. They heard the gunshots and they realized something something had went down. And then Blaze is gone. So they end up getting arrested. Jen Jen calls Henrietta a piece of shit. Okay, so I am in a Ginger Snaps is in agreement with Jen. Um, she is a piece of shit. That's how I agree with her on that. Brian tells Henrietta that yeah, I took out your cousin, so he took Tyson out. And she's just emotional. Everything about her is just emotional. She's just ugh. So Terry and Sterling, they were outside. They because since she didn't show up at the Chaldeans, they said, well, we're gonna show up where she at. We're gonna go to her. So they go to her warehouse where she was at, and they see Henrietta getting arrested. And Terry comes up with a plan to have her taken out. So then moving along, Meech and Sharp now have the Techwood crew on the BMF side. So Meech always thinking 10 20 steps ahead. He worked it all out. Even when he's had a couple of losses, he's been able to patch it back together, and he got the Techwood crew mixed in with the BMF crew, and so now he getting bigger and stronger. Remy then shows up with some other Techwood dudes. No. I'm sorry. He ain't had no other Techwood dudes. He showed up by himself at Techwood. Them dudes put the pew pew in his face. They didn't shoot him, but they put the hammers in his face, and they tell him to get gone. They should have taken him out right then and there. Um, hey, Miss Niecy, yeah, if you get a chance, go and rewind. You know, um, I done talked so long about the daggone Charles and Lucille that I could have moved this along as already an hour. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I don't spend too much time on them people. I'm sick. I don't want to talk about them no more until next season. Hopefully we don't see them much next season because I done had enough of them. I had enough of Lucille anyway. Hey, what's going on? Aries, Dow M for I'm going to say the other word. I keep messing. Me and Moochie keeps doing that. Dow M for movies. Dow M for movies. Y'all check her out. She got some good stuff on her page too. Um, okay, so they told they should have taken him out right then and there, but instead they let him walk away. But I think that was all along a plan that's probably why they told him to that's probably why they Meech might have told the guys, hey, look, don't take him out. Maybe there was already a plan for him to get taken out later. But so Remy he in his car, he in his little raglass car. He stops and buys a bottle of water from a dude to stand on the corner. You know how them people stand on the corner and they be saying, selling water, or they come and clean your windshields. And I be telling people, get the hell on the way. I be trying not to be nasty. I'm like, look, here's $1. Just go. I don't want my windshield clean. And yes, Miss Neezy, Lucille irks my last nerve. Okay, I'm not one of these women that's putting on the superwoman cape for Lucille. No, I haven't been from the beginning, and I'm not now. So that's just me. Um, yeah, they said the water don't even look cold. Well, he had a cool out there. Maybe it was sitting in the ice. And usually the only time you see them guys when they're out there selling the water is in the summertime. It looked like they was wearing sweaters and jackets. Aries, it looked like they was having sweaters and jackets, so it looked like it was still a little chilly out there, because it can get a little chilly and cold in Atlanta. I done been in Atlanta in the wintertime. Trust me. Yeah, I've been in the wintertime. I done had my UGG boots on and coat and Scully on. So they get cold. It don't get as cold as it does up here up north, but it can get cold down there, you know. Their cold just don't last as long as it does up here up north. But they get cold. But yeah, the water didn't. Why was somebody out there selling water at nighttime? Usually that's in the daytime when the sun and there's people and it's hot and people not in the. They sell sodas and water and stuff like that. But he gonna buy a bottle of water and then next thing you know, a mysterious gunman just shows up and takes Remy out, and I was like, finally. Finally, it's happened to him. Finally, I was happy. I was like, Lord, this dude should have been taken out. They drug this dude. This storyline with this guy drug out too long. He should have been gone. I mean, he should have been gone. I wanted him gone back when they took 2 Chainz out. Okay, his character. I wanted him been gone. Like I just think they just drugged this Remy thing out too long. Oh, so ATL in the summer is hell on earth. That humidity is not, yes, it is. You can fry an egg on the sidewalk. It is thick. Okay, in the summertime. I'm trying to get down there and see my best friend, but I told her I might wait until like in the fall because the summer is rough, especially go like July and August. Good Lord. Um, so then we see Bodie and Poop. Okay, and I wrote Bodie and Poop because I know those are not the characters. It's Jay Pusher and DeMarcus. What's the other guy? What's Poop's name on the show? On the BMF show. I don't forgot his name. But I'm saying Bodie and Poop because that's who they still are to me from the Y. They show up and some other guys from other cities. And the Red Dogs, they trying real hard to try to find, catch these dealers, but they can't find them. They can't find them. So Bleak, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name. I remember Jay Pusher, but I could not remember Bleak. But I'm still gonna DeMarcus, even though that's their name, I'm still gonna say Bodie and Poop. Okay. They were best friends with each other on the wire. And Bodie, I mean no, not Bodie, I mean Poop was there to the end when Bodie got taken out. So I hope I ain't spoiling for nobody. The show was over 20 something years old. So if you ain't seen it by now, I'm sorry. But but I still call him Bodie and Poop. So then we switched. So the Red Dogs was tearing up everybody's cars. They can't find nothing. And so them safes, look, y'all, we need to get them safes in our damn cars, in our vans and trucks. Because we could be hiding a whole bunch of stuff in them, and we need to get them kind of safes. Them safes is like crazy. They can't find nothing. So Terry on the phone, letting Meech know that the parents had broken up. Okay, and let him know that that he got a plan for Henrietta, and that situation is being taken care of. Next, we flip over to Meech also said family. He said, I knew you can handle it. I knew you could do it. He said family is everything. Yes, they were also in Saints and Sinners. Yes, Saints and Sinners. Saints and Sinners was good, y'all. Saints and Sinners was good. I should go back and rewatch that and do a review. I know it's old, but it doesn't matter. That's it. I love Saints and Sinners. That was a good show. I ain't got time to do that, but it's definitely a good show. Um, so me said, yeah, family first and so on and so forth. But anyway, then we switch over to Henrietta. She's up in lockup. She in there with the women and look like she ready to go to the showers. Everybody got the towels on and the shower shoes and whatnot. And she gets shanked right in her gut, right in her I mean in her side, like in her kidneys, right in her ribs and kidney area, by some chicks up in the lockup. And I was like, celebrate good times. Come on, do, 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 do. Let's celebrate. Come on, y'all. Celebrate good times. Come on. Put them hands up and celebrate. Henrietta is finally gone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She is the worst cat. I'm tired, y'all. I'm about to drag even. I might even say something about the actress. And I really probably shouldn't say nothing about the actress. But she's not a good actress. She ain't good. I don't really want to see her in nothing else. That's just my opinion. If I see her in something else, maybe she might do better, but she was not good for this show. Her acting stunk for this show. She might be a good actress for something else, but she was not good for this show. Her acting stunk. I did not like it. She is the worst character in the history of all TV characters, and TV been on for damn near 100 years. Okay, about 100 years. She's the worst character of all the characters in the history of TV. Yes. Oh, absolutely no repass for her. Uh, put her in the crematory, burn her up, throw in the ashes. I should do a damn a short and throw her in the flames. Yeah, I mean, I already got. Oh, actually, I already got one up there, but I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna update it and do another one. Yeah, so she already. I got one short up there on my page, y'all, where she going into the ashes. But maybe I'll update it now. Now that she's really gone. No repass from Ginger Snaps. Let's Candy do one. Candy Candy does she was doing the burials for everybody at one point. So maybe she might do it. Mm-mm. Terry set up by use Terry set up the hit by using Denise, the woman who worked in. Yes, I thought I remember who that was. I'm like, wait a minute. I think I said, where we know this lady from? The Marcus. Thank you. Cause I even wrote in this note, she got shanked by some chicks in the lockup, but I could not remember who that chick was. I totally forgot. Yeah, and Terry had been taking care of her and her son, like making sure that she was good while since she held it down for him. I remember that now. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. And she did lose some weight. She looked totally different. Her wig was different. That's why I ain't recognize her, y'all. Because her wig was different. And thank you, DeMarcus. You come through. You come through and helping me out. Um, I was wondering why she was in the previous episode. Yes, 'cause I was wondering why I thought she was in the recap just to keep our refreshing our memory. And then I looked at it and I even watched the daggone thing the first time I watched it when it first dropped at midnight. I'm just laying in bed watching it. Then I watched it today just so I could jot down a couple of notes. And then I still didn't I knew her from somewhere, but I'm like, where I know her from? She looked totally different because she lost weight and she had a different wig. And she said, what she say? The Marcus, what she say? This is from. Did she say this from a friend? No, she didn't say a friend. What was the line, y'all? She said. I liked it. I like how she said it. I like what she told. She bent down and told Henrietta something. I forgot what it was. I ain't even write it down, but it was a good line. Yeah, so I like them. Um, that one I like. Now, okay, now it's all coming together because I sure didn't get that. But yeah, I was like the they gonna Kuna Gang song. Celebrate good times. Come on, do do do. Let's celebrate. Yeah, I was celebrating. I was so happy because it took too long. She should have been gone. Yeah, this is from a friend of mine. Thank you, Demarcus. I knew it was something like that. If some she was from a friend of mine. Okay. So then we move it along because it's getting past too long. I've been up here too long now. Terry, Terry is talking to, and I feel like he's talking shit to Leanda because they going to church, talking about family and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, Terry, look, they don't need to have no conversation talking to me about no damn family. You the way you 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 know, cheating on me with Markeisha, kicking me and our kid to the curb for Markeisha. You got us still living up here in my mama's house in the hood, while Markeisha sitting up in that big ass house and you sitting up in a nice condo, and we up here in the hood. That don't even make no goddamn sense to me, y'all. It don't make any sense. If y'all can explain why that's going on, please tell me. So to me, I feel like he's just talking shit. Her talking about, yeah, you know, about family, and I think about my parents breaking up, think about family. Man, you wouldn't think about no family. You ain't think about no damn family. Because you still calling Markeisha every 2 seconds. So you ain't thinking about Lawanda and no damn family. Lawanda tells Terry that she is going to cosmetology school. He talking about, you ain't gotta do that. I pay for everything. I do this. Man, I mean, no, he said, you ain't got to do that because I'm taking care of you and the kids. And all. I'm glad she ain't listening to him. She said, look, Negro, this is the 90s. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to take everything. Yeah, you're going to pay for my damn cosmetology school and you're going to help me open up a damn beauty salon. She ain't say all that. That's what Ginger Snaps is throwing that in the script. But you going to help. That's what she should do. Make him open up a beauty salon for her. She get her license. Next, you know, she got her own thing going. She have her own money, and you still gonna help take care of everything. You gonna finance everything. Yeah, and I'm glad we ain't see Markeisha. Thank you, writers. I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, let me say the writers got to quit using scenes of other Mm, yeah. Hey, Shayna. Hey, girl. Don't worry about it, girl. You can watch the replay. I'm just up here and talking my mess, and I'm just, you know, reading off the notes. I ain't had no slides. I said, this let me come up here and just talk. I'm tired of the. I'm tired of the. I was ready to just finish this up and be done with it, and so I just said, let me just come up here and run my mouth, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Um, so I'm glad she going to cosmetology school. So anyway, they gone to the church, and now Lucille, she's gonna be the associate or assistant pastor. Um, yeah, after her fairy tale dreams fell through the cracks with Dr. Maurice, now she decided that all she needs is the heavenly Father. Yeah, she ain't think about heavenly Father before, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I ain't even focused too much on that. I was ready to fast forward through that stuff with Lucille. I'm tired of it. Um, and then we go back to the ATL. Angel, I didn't write much about this. Angel leaving the ATL. Okay, I wrote bye, good riddance, move on. Okay, so um yeah. I don't really care about, you know, Angel. I don't hate Angel, but she can leave. We ain't never got to see her no more. I'm cool with that. Um, so she packing her stuff, and that's it for her. She gonna do her one last dance at the strip club, and then she moving on. Um, so Terry and the boys, they visit Hoops in the ATL. He's still recuperating. He let them know that he's going back down. I mean, not an ATL. Good Lord, I'm sorry, I messed that up. Terry and the other BMF guys, they visit Hoops in the hospital. I'm sorry, in the hospital in Detroit, and he's recuperating. So um it wasn't much to that. He was just letting everybody know he going to the ATL. Can't even read my own damn handwriting, y'all, because I just scribble as I'm watching the TV and I'm just jotting down stuff, so it ain't perfect. And it's just notes for me. Um and so anyway, he's recuperating, so he'll be fine. We'll see Hoops next season. He'll be good. Jen is now at Brian's dirty house, and because his house always looked dirty and stank. And wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. Um, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. His house always looked dirty and stank. Anyway, she's up in there, and she talking about she gonna head to the. She got her badge back, her gun and badge. She gonna head to the West Coast, and she gonna deal with some Asian gangs out there. So we know that season 4. We might not see her in season 4. We may or may not see her. Actually, I personally don't think we need to see her no more. But because we know Terry is going to eventually go out to the West Coast, because that's where he ended up at the end of the whole BMF saga. He was in the West Coast, and that's where he's so we know that he set up shop out there. So maybe at some point they might come across each other again. But I think that this actress is moving on. And from what people are telling me, she's in other big movies. Like I think she's in some. Is she in some Marvel stuff or something? Y'all know better than me because I don't watch any of them superhero a comic book things. So I think she's in something, and one of those shows is real big, and so I don't think she's coming back. I don't think we're seeing it, but I'm cool with that because I said to everybody the last couple of episodes, either we take her out or we transfer her somewhere else. But I don't think we need to see her no more. Okay, she's in Deadpool. Okay, yeah, I don't watch that, but I do hear, yeah. So maybe and I'm sure that's coming back, right? So she's probably doing that stuff um and moving on. So Jen gonna be a problem for Terry when he go to LA. Yeah, she probably they might bring her back for a couple episodes when Terry gets to LA. They might bring her back. We might see her face just for a couple episodes, but I don't think we need a whole long storyline with her no more. I think we need to move on. We need fresh faces. Like we need fresh people. So let's move along. We can see her again later on down the road. You know, she can pop her head in once or twice in like one or two episodes, like in season. Like we can see her again in like season 5. She can pack, pop back up again. Y'all, I'm getting tongue tied. Let's see who was in the fast forward when Terry got arrested. By Brian and Tracy Chambers. Okay, okay. Well, I agree. She served her purpose for sure. Yeah, she served her purpose. Yeah. So I personally, I don't know how y'all feel, but Kendall and I feel that she served her purpose. Let's move on. When it come back for seasons 4 and 5, that we have fresh faces. We don't need to see her no more. Um, I don't think we'll see her for 4, but we might see her in 5, and I think 5 might be the final season. They didn't say that. That's just Gender Snap saying it. So she got her badge back. She going out to LA. So Brian said he gonna sell his house. He gonna clean out Kevin's room finally. He gonna sell the house and he gonna head down south. And you know when he head down south, he going to chase Meech again. That's what he going down there to chase Meech because he just obsessed with this guy. He just obsessed with him. Um, and we know that we gonna see him toward the end. We might not see him for a little while, but we're gonna see him toward the end because they already showed us a fast forward when he arrests Terry when Terry's older. Um, so Nikki was making this dinner. Nikki and Lucille, they make a dinner for Charles. I guess like a going away dinner, and Nikki put everything together. She's talking about she made all her daddy's favorites and stuff. But Charles come running down the steps, put his jean jacket on. He put that jean jacket on, and he running out he said, "Look, I got to go. The tour bus is out there. I got to go. I got to." He said, "Well, what about dinner? I ain't got time for that. Oh, I got to go." He grabbed that jean jacket, grabbed that suitcases, bag or whatever, and he ran out the door. And he like, "Ain't no need sitting around here." He did. He hugged and kissed everybody goodbye. And he said, "Ain't no need sitting around. We divorced now. You don't want me. You did what you did. You don't want me. You wanted to be with Mr. Chocolate over there, and you saw with Mr. Chocolate, what he did, he melted all over you. Okay, you were so busy wanting to not try to patch up our stuff, and let's try to go, work it out. Maybe do some counseling or anything to try to make things better." He asked her to go on tour with him just for 6 weeks, and she didn't want to do it because she thinking that her whole grass was green, and it turned out to be a mud puddle over there. Okay, um and she thinking that it was Mr. Chocolate was going to save her life and make her the first lady of the doctors, and she ended up getting the chocolate melted all over. The chocolate melted all over. So I felt, this is me and my personal opinion. I feel that Lucille was feeling regret. That's why she broke down and was crying. I think she was feeling regret. Like, damn, she done made a mistake, but it's too late. She can't go back on it now, you know. And so I'm done with them. I'm wishing Charles the best. Lucille, go on to the church and get yourself together. Maybe that's what you need. And maybe find you a man in the church, whatever. Um, Terry and Meech. Okay, Terry went to the ATL, meet up with Meech. They at the club. Everybody celebrating. Everything is great. Because now they controlling all of these cities. I mean, they got St. Louis, Alabama, Cleveland, Detroit, all of Atlanta. I mean, I think they didn't they say they had Miami. They all over. They spreading, and Meech wants to have all the states. I think they said they had like 5 or 6 states now. He wants like to be all over all 50 states, all across America. And so they celebrating at the club, and Angel shaking her tail, trying to do a little dance, and then they meet up with Prime Time, which is Deion Sanders. And now he was played by his son, Shador, one of his sons. I forgot how many children he got, like 5 or 6 kids, I think. But but one of his sons, Shador, who plays football as well, he was playing his father. And I think he did a good job. He was talking like his dad. He looks like his dad, and yet he used the same lingo that the father always used. So every time I think of Dion with that prime time, especially the old Dion, I don't know how old some of y'all are. If y'all remember Dion when he called himself rapping, when he was there, must be the money, and he used to be dancing. Y'all can look it up on YouTube. That video is hilarious. Must be the money. That video is hilarious. I love it every time I see it. Okay, so then Loco's man, the Mexican guy, he comes. I forgot his name. DeMarcus would tell me because he knows everybody's name. Loco's man comes in to the club and said Loco got arrested, and then they end up going to Mexico to try to help Loco. And Terry was like, "No, man, we can't do that." Blah blah blah. And he was like, "No, he helped us out." Javier. Okay, thank you, Lord. DeMarcus is on it, y'all. He be knowing all the people. He be knowing all the people. Yeah, I think he did a good job playing, Yeah, you remember that song, Miss Neesy? When y'all Google it, y'all go on YouTube and look it up. Deion Sanders when he rapping. Must be the money. And he had all this gold on. He had that S curl was glycerin. That thing was so juicy and wet. That Jerry curl, that S curl. Man, he was something else back in his day. He definitely was prime time. I remember all that. That's when I was big into sports then. I don't watch a whole lot of sports now, but back then I was heavy into sports, and I used to watch all the Dion's games, and it was something. But yeah, they let me see. So you think the captain, that pilot, got Loco arrested in Mexico? Maybe. But he so they went to Mexico to try to, help out. Here go Terry stupid behind, still trying to have phone service, trying to get cell phone service in the middle of the desert for some damn Marquisha. Man, I'm so glad we ain't see Marquisha. Oh, that's the one good thing two good things that the writers did. I'm gonna say 3. Finally took out Remy. Took long to do it. Finally took out Remy. Finally took out Henry. And and then the third is that we ain't see Marquisha in this episode. So they did 3 good things. So that's why I said I give the episode 7.5, and I give the whole season an 8. So what y'all give the whole season and everything? What y'all think about the whole season overall? I was glad it came to an end. I'm glad it came to an end, because it seemed like some of these storylines were just dragging on too long. The Charles Lucille thing dragged out too long. I think we was exhausted. If this was real life, we know it drags on. Some people drag on their divorces and stuff for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So we do know that relationship stuff in real life drag on for many years. It took a few years before I got divorced. We even know I was separated for a while. So we know in real life, but this is TV. We ain't got time. We got a short attention span. Let's move it along. Okay, you gonna be together or you not? We ain't got time. We need you to figure it out within 1 or 2 episodes. We ain't got time to let it drag on for too long. Um, so yeah, I no, I like the Charles and Lucille thing, but it just I was by episode 9, I was done with it. Like I was like, okay, it's over with. Charles, move the hell on. The lady don't want you, stop begging for it. You let her find out that the Dr. Maurice is a cesspool. She'll find out. Now she feeling crazy because she done gave up her draws. And but you know and the man was lying to her the whole time, So, um, and you say you hope the season 4 don't have a lot of celebrities. They probably will, because that's what they doing now. You see, they did that in this season. They had a lot of goddamn celebrities. I'm surprised. Look, we had 2 Chains. We had it was a little baby. There's so many damn babies out here. I can't remember. Little baby, and we had Neo. We had Sweetie. I'm surprised we ain't had Ti. And then we had, of course, we had Bodie and Pooh. Um, but I'm surprised we ain't had Ti. I mean, I'm real surprised. But bring back some real actors. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, you say you give it a 7 because of Henry, Marquisha, and Lucille was a bit too much. Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with that. I definitely they they all got on my nerves. They all got on my nerves. Um, you know, yeah, yeah. So many babies. It's the baby, little baby, this baby, Birdman baby. It's so many babies. I can't think. Can't keep everybody straight. But y'all, that's it for me. I'm probably ain't gonna. I probably don't. I doubt if I talk about this anymore. Cause I think I done said it all. I done said it all season. We done wore it down to the ground. We spent damn near 45 minutes talking about damn Charles and Lucille. So I done had about enough of it. So it took forever for that Henrietta to go. Like I want her gone early on. But they drug it out to the end, to the very end. I mean, they drug it out to damn near the credits was going up before they decided to take the lady down. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Thanks to Marcus. You always, showing me support, showing me love. I sure appreciate all of y'all do. Um, let me see. Let's see. The Marcus, it ruined the show. They wait a minute, right? It ruined the show. They were more. Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were more authentic. Yeah, in season 1 and 2 was much better than season 3. I don't hate season 3, but I have to agree that seasons 1 and 2 was better. Yeah, that I have to agree. I mean, and regardless, I know everybody got their own opinion. It's that's how it is. It's just opinions. It's a fake show. I mean, what I mean, it's a fictional. I mean, you know what I mean when I say fake show. It's just a show. So it's all opinion based, and it's how it is. Um, let me see. Let me tell y'all what I got coming up. Let me see. Let me um let me look here and see. I okay. Uh on my okay, if y'all get a chance, go back on my page. Um I did I ain't gonna go back too far, but last Friday I did Harlem Nights with Tamika. And then there's a documentary on the history of go-go because I'm from the DMV and go-go is our thing. It's only like 20 minutes long. So it's just give y'all a little history, teach y'all about how, why we love go-go so much here in the DMV. So y'all check that out. Um Last Saturday, Booby Traps and I did Fresh. Last Sunday, Candy and I did Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 8, episode 1. Um, and let's see. And I of course I always be joining Moochie on in the middle of the week to do Mayor Kingstown. But so that was all last week. So y'all can catch up on the replays of those. But this week, tomorrow night, I have my Saturday night movie throwback, I'm doing House Party with Detroit, Booby Traps, and Moochie if she is able to make it. If she's able to make it, I would love for her to join. But otherwise, it'll be me and the fellas, and we're gonna be doing our kid and play kick step. Ola, hey, roll, but kid and play, y'all. So we're gonna be doing that. And then Sunday, Mother's Day. Let's see, what time did we say, Candy? 8:05 p.m. We're gonna be doing the second episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. So we're gonna be dragging those people again. Yeah, after we done finish all our Mother's Day festivities, then we'll do that. And let's see, I think that's it. And the following, well, I ain't gonna jump ahead. I'm gonna just stick with this week. I got some stuff for the next following week, but I ain't gonna jump too far ahead. And I know the shot is out. I still ain't watched the episode yet, y'all. So I need to watch it. I probably will watch it very shortly in a few minutes. I'll get me a little snack, a little something to eat, take me probably a little edible or something. And I'm gonna sit in front of the TV. I'll look at the shot and I will get that out to you. It might just be a pre-record. I don't know if I'll go live with it, but however, I'm gonna get that out. So it'll get put out one day throughout the weekend or by next week. Then we'll keep the ball rolling again with some more stuff. But we are done with the BMF. I'm done talking about it. Wait a minute. I want to see what Miss Nisi said. EU was my group in the 80s doing the butt. Yes, doing the butt. Hey, sexy. Yeah, that was the jam, y'all. Okay. He said, what he said? What Sugar Bear said, ain't nothing wrong if you want a little butt all night long. But I'm telling you, I was young and cute. Okay. I had my biker shorts on and I was out there doing the butt too. Yeah, so check that out, Miss Nisi. It's not that long. You can put it on while you cooking or something. It's this little 15-20 minute documentary that I found, and I wanted to put it up there. And so yeah, and you haven't watched the show yet even. I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if it's good or bad. I ain't heard, because I ain't watched nobody's platforms yet. I ain't seen nobody's review, so I don't know if it's good or bad. So, but I'm gonna go check it out. And then I'll take some little notes and I'll get that out at some point. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do live. I might just put it up and then y'all can see it when you can get a chance. But anyway, y'all, I have rambled on enough. It's an hour and 50 minutes. I sure appreciate y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, please make sure y'all definitely, like, subscribe and share. But mostly all y'all already subscribed, so I appreciate y'all. But share the video to other people. And Ginger Snaps is gonna go, she gonna go be put up somewhere because she be running her mouth and she be causing problems. So Ginger Snaps need to be put up for the weekend. Okay. So I sure appreciate y'all for always coming through and showing me some. Okay. Y'all have a good weekend. Ladies, have a happy Mother's Day. Gentlemen in the house, y'all treat y'all mothers, y'all sisters, y'all aunties, your wives, your girlfriends, your baby mamas, whoever. All the women in your life, bring them some flowers and tell them you show them so much love for Mother's Day, okay? Love y'all. Y'all are the best. Till next time, y'all. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, here we go. Take care.